Good day to everyone. Today we are here to discuss on how to solve the area and the perimeter of geometric shapes, in which we are going to apply the 4 steps method by George Polya. Now, before we begin, we first have to understand what is the 4 steps method by Polya. The first step is to understand the problem presented and the concept. Basically, it's just comprehension and perceiving what is presented in front of you. Second, you devise a plan, follow, and to execute later on a well-thought-out plan, including prior knowledge or post-knowledge that you learn for the given problem. Third is to execute the plan that you made or devised in the second step. And then the fourth is you reflect and analyze your answers from the plan you have executed. To begin, let us start with the square. In the square presented, there are measurements in which it is 8 inches by 8 inches. To solve this, you first have to understand that squares have both equal sides on each part of it. There's no unequal sides of the length or the width, unlike a rectangle. So the formula to get an the formula, which is a part of our plan that we are making, is square 2 or a2, a squared. And then for the perimeter, it is a plus a plus a plus a area. Now, why does this seem like this? This is because squares, for the area, you are finding the entire area of the inner part of the two-dimensional being of the square, which is we multiply the area by itself. Now, for the perimeter, we are just going to find the total length of each side of the square, which is why we just add each part of the square. Now, this is the second part of the plan by Polya. The third is to execute this plan, which is now, if we solve the area of the square, we put 8 inches squared. That is equals to 8 times 8, 64 inches squared. Now, for any unit of length or measurement when it comes to mathematics, you put it in a square when there is multiplication. So, area of square for this given is 64 inches squared. Now, for the perimeter, we are just going to do the addition of each sides, which is going to be 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 inches, given for every side, in which it is going to be 8 plus 8, 16 plus 16 is 36. Wait, no. It is going to be... Now, for the perimeter, it is going to be 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 inches. So 8 plus 8, 16. 16 plus 16 is 32 inches. Now that we have executed our plan, we shall proceed with the fourth step by Polya, which is reflect on our answers. Which in this part, how did we get 64 inches and 32 inches? We did that because of our plan, in which we found the formula for the area and the perimeter of the square and used the given in order to find the final answer. Now let's proceed for the rectangle. Now we have 8 by 14 inches. The formula for the square is length times width when it comes to area, and then for the perimeter is length 2 length plus 2 width. Let's proceed, execute our plan. So length times width, our length here is 14 inches times 8 inches, which is going to be 112 inches squared. And then for the perimeter, it is going to be 214 plus 2, 8. Now, 2 times 14 is 28. Now plus 2. Let's go proceed and correct that. And then it is going to be 44 inches. Now for the circle, we have the area, which is going to be, the formula of the area of the circle is pi r squared. For the perimeter, otherwise known as the circumference of the circle, it is 2 pi radius. And then to solve area of circle is, let's first get our given, which is the diameter being 8 centimeter. This is the entire diameter. And then for the radius, half of the diameter, which is from the center to the end, it's going to be 4 centimeters. Area of circle is going to be pi radius 4 and then squared, which is pi 16 centimeter squared. Now if you want to get the exact value of this, it's going to be pi, the given for pi is 3.14159, if I'm correct, 1592654. Let me just double check that. Okay, it's the correct value. So if we multiply pi to 16, it's going to be 50.265 centimeter squared. Now for the perimeter or the circumference of the circle, it's going to be 2 pi and then 4 centimeters. Then 2 pi, no, it's going to be, for the values first, which is going to be 8 centimeter and then multiplied by pi. If we get the exact value, it's going to be 25.133 centimeter. Now, to understand how we apply the 4 steps by Polya in these, we first understand our problem, and then we make our plan, which is using the post and prior knowledge given to us by understanding our problems. And then we execute our plan, and then we reflect on our answers. That is it. Thank you for listening.